Good afternoon, everyone. We can start our 12th standard chapter, solution chapter. Things you are preparing well now because you have sufficient time to reach your target. Try to continue that preparation with effectively. Mostly are doing well. We're expecting because you have sufficient time and see again we'll discuss later. So we are discussing few points about this one. If you observe or not, I don't know. Recent questions 2019 and 2020. Both you can observe, but we are getting so from solutions at least one question for every exam, and mostly integer questions we are getting from solution chapter. We didn't expect they're getting very easy questions also from that. A few we can see solution meaning. I hope you know solute plus solvent. So you can see based on these small basic concepts also 2019 we have some questions. You can solve one or two questions, then you can proceed further. So we are going to be discuss here concentration methods. Okay, solution means solute plus solvent. I hope you know solute meaning and solvent. Which excess amount is there, that is solvent, and which is less amount is there, that is solute. And we have concentration methods. I think so. Solution meaning you know that one, that is homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous. That should not be heterogeneous. Okay. So and we are going to be, why we are using that term is homogeneous means our concentration method, all the terms related to only homogeneous solutions. So which is I'm going to be express concentration methods, that's going to be only for homogeneous solutions. Okay. We can see here homogeneous solutions for the concentration methods. We have so many concentration methods, that is weight by weight volume percent, volume by volume percent, and fourth one strength of solution. Next fifth one molarity, sixth one molality, seventh mole fraction, eighth normality, and one more is there formality also. That's nothing but molarity we are taking. Okay, and their interrelations and 11th standard we are going to discuss these things, all the concentration methods. But in the case of 12th standard solution chapter, there is more important thing is so these two, mole fraction, molality, and most of the molality equal to molality they are taking sometimes. These two also they are considered. So molality, mole fraction, and their interrelations also important. Clear? We'll see next. I hope you know how to find out number of moles. N equal to weight by gram molecular mass. So how to find out first number of moles. After that you can calculate mole fraction. Suppose two components we are mixing each other. For example, A is the solvent, B is solute. Clear? A is solvent, B is solute. These two components we are mixing. So A plus B will get solution. I need to find out mole fraction of each component. I hope you know that one. Mole fraction of A equal to moles of A by total number of moles, Na plus Nb. This is the formula. How to find out number of moles? Weight by molecular weight. Clear? If any mass they are given, we can find out number of moles by using this formula. So same way they will give weight of A and weight of B. They are mixing each other. We can find out number of moles, then followed by mole fraction. Then XB equal to, we can do again NB by Na plus NB, or we have to know one thing, fractions always equal to 1, total sum of the fractions. XA plus XB equal to 1. If we calculate XA, I can calculate here XB easily. XB equal to 1 minus XA. We can use this formula. We can calculate directly XA also, mole fraction. Clear? Think so mole fraction formula, you make a note down. Easy this is. We'll try to solve some questions based on these small formulas. I will give that formulas how to do. All these are concentration methods only. Indirectly we are expressing how much composition is there each component. That's what we are going to be finding. So by using mole fraction, we can calculate remaining terms also. That's we can see relations. One more. Next you can see molality we are expecting. Symbol is small m. Okay. Molality equal to number of moles. I think units you can find first. Number of moles per kg are dissolved in 1 kg of solvent. Per kg. It's nothing but mole per kg. You make and write N equal to, I hope you know very well, weight by gram molecular mass into, if I am converting kg into grams, 1000 by W grams. Keep in mind, this is only solvent. Most of the students, they are doing mistakes here only. This is solvent. I think so. You can keep in mind, this is solvent, only solvent. W grams in solvent. So note down, then underline that also. Most otherwise you won't remember, that's why. After that, this is the molarity, how to find out, you can see based on this also have problems. And one more, molarity, capital M, number of moles per liter this is. You can write N means you know that one, weight of solute by gram molecular mass into V liters we are converting V 1000 by VML. So I given mole fraction, molality and molarity, which is temperature dependent and independent. I hope mole fraction also you know that one, X equal to N by N1 plus F2 components, N2 and so on. So we have even previous questions. Molality as well as mole fraction, these are temperature independent, these two. There is no volume term here, but molality temperature dependent, because here volume term is there. This is the volume term. Here temperature dependent. Mass doesn't depends because number of moles independent of temperature, but volume can dependent. Clear? By heating temperature, maybe you can see there is some solvent may can evaporate. Okay. So concentration maybe increases, like different situations that is. So these are things. And one more my point of view, relation between molality and mole fraction. Based on this, we have question 2019. One more can solve that question also. Both questions we are going to go to that one. Relationship between molality and mole fraction. This I am expecting. Relation between small m and x. X is the mole fraction. You make and take here x b by xa. What is a B means solute, A means solvent. Keep in mind that is already given. Nothing but NB by Na will get So I can write here NB by, this is WA into MA. I can write W mark number of moles of solvent equal to weight of solvent by gram molecular weight of solvent. That become here MA. A is the solvent. So we are dividing both sides 1000. That will not going to be change anything. WB by WA into 1000 into MA by 1000. MA by 1000. So you can see here 1000 will be cancelled again, will get back same number. Now this is the molality. So already we given weight of solute by, this is A means solvent, already we given here into 1000. I make and write this is molality. So XB by XA is the mole fractions equal to molality into MA by 1000. So you make and rearrange, this is M equal to what you can get, you can see M equal to, so molality equal to XB by XA into 1000 by MA. MA is the solvent molecular mass. MA is the solvent molecular mass. I hope you know that one. XA plus XB equal to 1. You can write in terms of only solute also. Mostly our target in terms of solute. They're asking molality, they will give, find the mole fraction. Or mole fraction they will give, find the molality. So both they can give any conversions. So 1 minus XB, XA equal to into 1000 by MA. So this is the relation between molality and mole fraction. So keep it. We'll solve now two questions, which is they given previous JEE, that is 2019. My intensity, already people have done these questions, but how they're asking basic questions also they're asking, we are perfect or not, we are rechecking that one. Now again we are not going to be learn any new things. If possible, revise again your class notes or previously which you prepared for your entrance exam. That's you can do number of times you can revise. Don't read any new textbooks right now because you can't remember again by reading also. Read again which is you read previously. See, we can get that question. 20. Yeah, we can note down on small question. Try to note down if possible. What would be the molality of 20% mass by mass percent? 20% mass by mass. Aqueous solution of Ki. Aqueous solution of Ki. Ki molecular weight is given here 166. So we need to find out molality. So whatever they given, find first. Molality formula, we know that one. Weight by gram molecular mass into 1000 by, what you can write? W grams of, this is solvent. This is our basic formula. This is our basic formula. Can you try this question? What is the mass percent? Meaning 20 grams of solute means Ki present in 100 grams of solution. Solution this is already given starting solution equal to what you can write solute plus solvent. You make and find solution is 100, solute is 20. So solvent how much you will get? You can apply law of mass of conservation also. Total left side mass equal to right side mass. This should be 80. Then you can use this formula. Weight of solute is 20. Marker weight how much they given? 166 into 1000 by 80. Because only solvent you have to use. You should not use 100 ml here. 100 grams. By solving this you will get your answer. How much approximately? 1.51. Make and try this is calculations. But do up to end. Most of the people you are not practicing. By substituting formula, don't leave that one. Are you getting or not? Your answer check again. If people you know that one, you can do calculations because accurate values you need right now because integers you have that one 2 decimal, 3 decimals are asking. So try to practice up to the end point, up to end. Don't stop in between. Right units also what will get mole per kg. This is units. Okay. This is the molality you have to find. This is 2019 JEE mains question. By using basics also how they are solving these questions you can find. Molality is a simple formula. Everyone you know that one. Okay. So you can do. I think so done this question we're expecting. And one more question which is given 241 more which is we discussed that formula based question means already we discussed some formulas, few formulas. Based on that we can find or not we can see one more question. Relation between molality and mole fraction. This is relationship between molality and mole fraction. Clear? You can see here. I hope you know that one relationship between molality and mole fraction. I'm dictating question. If possible, you can note down the mole fraction of a solvent in aqueous solution. The mole fraction of a solvent in aqueous solution of a solute is solvent means XA I am taking. This is 0.8. Then molality of maybe I hope we can find out XB equal to how much? 0.2. Because you know XA plus XB equal to 1. They're asking the given molality. Can you find out molality? XA they given aqueous solvent mole fraction is 0.8. Find the molality of the solution. Find the molality of the solution. Just they given only XA. Then you need to find out molality of the solution. We have M equal to XB by XA into 1000 by MA we can use. So XB is 0.2 and XA is how much here? 0.8 into 1000 by MA means solvent molecular weight. What is the solvent molecular weight here? 18. So we can calculate how much will you get answer here? Direct question this is. So you can find easily this is answer by simply solving you can get. I hope your answer is 13.88. Okay, mole per kg. This is also same thing 2019. This my industry is they are asking very basic points also. If you are reading your NCERT book, more than enough to reach your target. You don't want to do so many extraordinary books, so many difficult questions. I think you know or not, I don't know. This year mostly they will take IITs also, expecting that is not official announcement. We're expecting that is they will consider only mains, then they will take advance, means IITs. Maybe they will conduct, may not be advanced, but if they conducted J mains, mostly they are going to be preferred mains only. So take seriously and prepare well. Easy to get J main score. It's not tough. Already wrote January also, you know, level of exam. If you practice your NCERT book, perfectly fine. That's more than enough. Even if you have time, do 19, 20 questions, to 19 and as well as 20. Still you have time, try to do NCERT book questions by understanding, not like just solutions by looking. You can see next important point. We have different things. I'm starting directly colligative properties. The remaining things we'll discuss, that is. I'm starting directly colligative properties. This colligative properties definition also important. Okay, including definition. I hope you know a dilute solution containing non-volatile solute particles. It may can show some characteristic properties. These properties are independent of nature of the solute and depends upon only number of solute particles. Number of solute particles. You take any solution, so it has some solute particles. As well as solvent also have. How many solute particles is present? Based on that, this solution can show some anyway due to some solute particles, it can show some different properties. The different properties depends upon number of solute particles, not nature of. Because I am taking NaCl, it can show different properties because it can show only 2 ions. Okay. If AlCl3 are taking, it may can show different number of ions. May not be 4. Don't expect 4 because that depends upon again alpha value. Don't write unless they given alpha equal to 1. Like that way, aluminum sulfate. Like they have different number of ions, it can show different properties. Clear? Those special properties are considering colligative properties. These are the colligative properties. All these are interdependent. Okay, they are dependent each other. Again, interdependent. So mostly these are colligative properties are 4 main colligative properties. I hope you done very well board exams. You prepare, remember this one. Relative lowering vapor pressure, RLVP, delta P by P naught indication. And second one, elevation in boiling point, delta TB. Next, third one, depression freezing point, delta TF. And fourth one, osmotic pressure, phi, osmotic pressure. So all these are important. We can't say one is important, one is non-important, like not important. Everything is all important. If you are going advanced, they may can ask interdependent questions also. But JEE mains are asking direct formula based questions. If you know formula, you can write. But before that, when I given molality formula, also you have to know how to use, because all these are molality formula inbuilt is there in the structures. So that's why you need to remember molality formula also. These are the 4 colligative properties. I hope you know these all properties and their corresponding formulas. Clear? And what is the main role of we are going to be study these properties, colligative properties? We know that one by sorry anyway present any solute particles in the solution, it may can show different properties. That's we call colligative properties. Already we discussed. But what is the purpose main we are going to use colligative properties? What is the main purpose? Purpose is main use of this one to calculate biomolecules Biomolecules are polymers. Molecular mass, keep in mind, is the main purpose. If you see all these formulas, we have molecular weight of solute. That solute may be biomolecules, polymers, anything you can take. By calculating these properties we are going to relate it to molecular weight of these biomolecules and solute particles that may be polymer, monomer, or anything that is. I think so. Biomolecules, you know very well, proteins, amino acids, maybe carbohydrates, anything you can find out. We have questions among these four properties, which is the best one to calculate proteins molecular weight. For example, proteins is the biomolecules I'm taking. Among these four properties, which is the best method to calculate? Which can sense to among these properties, which can sense to or which can measure easily? That's the more important. I hope osmotic pressure you can measure very easily. Means that it's changing in mm of Hg. Small number also I can find out osmotic pressure. But these are 1 degree also too much, that is 1 degree centigrade rising or decreasing also not easy that much. Okay. But osmotic pressure easy, that is. You can measure pressure 1 mm of Hg. Small thing you can change little bit also. So best method to calculate biomolecules or polymers molecular weight is osmotic pressure. Keep in mind this word and try to note down possible. So we are going further. So anyway, first one, relative lowering vapor pressure, I am discussing briefly, little bit. You can see that is even 2020 also one question they given due to based on vapor pressure. I think so recently we wrote one question, that is powerful test also given that question. Relative lowering vapor pressure, first one, RLVP. So what is the vapor pressure first? I hope you know that one. Any solution is contained liquid here. It has some solid particles. Sorry, solvent. You can take solvent. It may can evaporate. After that, they're existing each other here. Equilibrium. The pressure which is this vapor exerts on the surface of the liquid. The pressure which is exerted by that vapor when they are existing equilibrium. That point important. Okay. There is no means equilibrium means you can't say that definition. That pressure which is exerted that vapor on the surface of the liquid, that pressure we call vapor pressure. Okay. So you can see by looking this is more the surface area of the liquid, they can evaporate easily. Suppose here 200 molecules is there. Here assume that one just 100 molecules. Here 200, here 100, which can evaporate easily. They can exit easily fast because more space easily they can operate. Okay. So here more vapor pressure. So rate of vaporization directly proportional to, you may can say, surface area also. Okay. Surface area. And rate of vaporization inversely proportional to density, or you may can apply next one is molecular weight also. Okay. So higher the molecular weight, they may not be evaporate easily. Clear? These are two factors which is given. Vaporization, vapor pressure depends upon surface area at particular temperature. We are discussing these by comparing with two components at particular temperature. If temperature change, anyway vapor pressure will be changed. If temperature increases, vapor pressure also increases. I can note down this is vapor pressure and temperature. Don't think these are directly proportional. Okay, this exponential, not directly proportional. By increasing up to certain stage, that increases slowly, but after suddenly they can increases. This exponential factor. We can't say that it directly proportional means, I hope you know directly proportional is straight line. This is wrong. Okay, not possible. VNT. Clear? So this is correct. Exponential is correct. So vapor pressure temperature related is an exponential thing. This is vapor pressure. I hope you got this is. In the case of vapor pressure, pure solvent I am taking as well as solution. If pure solvent is there, only solvent molecules And one more point, we are discussing all these properties about only solvent, not solute, which is vapor pressure we are discussing, or depression freezing point, or elevation in boiling point, or osmotic pressure. All these four Golgotti properties we are studying only about solvent. You can underline that point. We know all these things, properties, formulas, but finally we are asking some question, we are discussing about solute or solvent or solution. Then we can't give proper answers. Okay. Keep in mind that word. So this is, I am taking P naught pure. It can evaporate very fast by adding some non-volatile solute. So this is by adding some non-volatile solute. Here vapor pressure of solution PS, because some surface area occupied by non-volatile solute, so you can't expect much more vapor pressure here, but here more vapor pressure is there. So always P naught is greater than PS. Keep in mind, P naught is the pure solvent. Pure solvent. This is solution. So which one have more vapor pressure? Solvent, not solution. Fine. Good. Next. We can say Raoult's law we are going to discuss. According to Raoult's law, if two or more volatile liquids present in the solution, partial vapor pressure of any liquid in the solution equal to product of mole fraction of that pure liquid in the solution and its mole fraction. We can see that one. Yeah, the definition. See, I'm going to be calculate here. These are the solution. Solution means you have solvent and solute. A, I'm assuming solvent, already we discussed. B is the solute. If I need to find out vapor pressure of the solvent equal to mole fraction of solvent into P naught A. This is pure, which we are calculating. That fixed for a particular temperature, that won't be changed. That depends upon nature of the solvent or nature of the substance. That is fixed for every substance. So unless you are changing temperature, it will be changed. But at particular temperature, that won't be changed. So partial pressure of any component of the solution equal to mole fraction of that component in the solution. This XA is, I think so, you are very clear. These are the liquids. By mixing of solute plus solvent. So I am going to be calculate here partial pressure here, vapor pressure. That depends upon, suppose in the mixture they have more amount of XA and XB, which is more. That is also affecting the vapor state. Clear? That XA means liquid state mole fractions. Be clear, that is the amount of solute which is dissolved in liquid state. XA, XB is the mole fraction in liquid state, not in the vapor state. Be clear, that is. Say more the amount of solute or solvent in the liquid state, that may can convert into vapor. So that depends upon here. Higher the XA value, we are getting more vaporization. This is constant, but for solvent, this is constant. Clear? This is not going to be changed. So partial pressure of B equal to, what you can find out here, XB into P naught B. We can calculate. If solution means, I hope you know that one, total you can add. You can see, you can close this little bit fast because already you know these concepts. P solution equal to PA plus PB. So you may can write P naught A XA plus P naught B XB. Be careful here, they can ask graphs also. So ready to solve these things. Here we have some graphs you will get. Okay. Based on, they can ask PS and any mole fraction of XA or XB versus they can ask graph. Mostly keep in mind solvent, they can ask graphs. This is the solution. And what actually our target is RLVP, relative lowering vapor pressure. Where is our formula? That is If this contain non-volatile solute, what's the meaning of non-volatile? This terminology is important. Mean that may not be going to evaporate. That solute particles doesn't evaporate. That will be only inside the liquid. Due to that non-volatile solute, vapor pressure of the solution will be decreases or increases? Decreases. So the surface phenomena, some solute particles here occupying. Clear? So here vapor is there. I am going to be calculate. This is solution. So PS equal to P naught A XA plus, but XB is non-volatile. Non-volatile means that may not be going to evaporate. So this term going to be 0 because P is not going to be evaporate. P naught B going to be 0. So finally this is 0. I'm getting this is 0. So PS equal to P naught A XA. So what is the XA equal to? Can I write 1 minus XB? XA equal to 1 minus XB. You can write. Already you know that one. So PS equal to P naught A into 1 minus XB. We can solve based on this one question also. You can multiply this is PS equal to P naught A minus P naught A into XB. So you can rearrange this is XB into P naught A equal to PS minus, sorry, P naught A. Can try this is, you can take this negative, you can rearrange this PS and these things. P naught A XB equal to P naught A minus PS. Then XB equal to, what you can find? XB equal to P naught A means solvent minus PS by P naught A. So this is the ratio we are comparing with that one. Anyway, mole fraction doesn't have any units, you can find. P naught minus PS is the change in vapor pressure. Anyway, PS is less than P naught A. That's how much decreases by initial value. Indirectly, this is also fraction. So mole fraction of solute equal to P naught A minus PS by P naught A. Relative lowering vapor pressure nothing but RLVP equal to P naught A minus PS by P naught A. This is nothing but equal to mole fraction. Lowering of vapor pressure, we have one question already. This is which of the following is the colligative property? Relative lowering vapor pressure is colligative property, but lowering of vapor pressure is equal to P naught minus PS. This is not colligative property. Keep in mind. Only relative lowering vapor pressure only. When we are studying, fine, but they are given in the option same thing, then we'll get confusion. Okay. Relative lower vapor means comparison with initial value, relative value with respect to this. So this is, we can see one question which is in 2020 they given like one question, vapor pressure. These are the three gases X, Y, Z and temperature. Okay. Which one I have here? Just a minute, I can find this question. Just look at relative lowering vapor pressure and lowering vapor pressure differences. So vapor pressure temperature they given X, Y, Z. In these cases, X has higher intermolecular interactions compared to Y. That questions they given. And same Y has more intermolecular attractions than X, like this. So you have to find out more the intermolecular attractions, higher the boiling point. That point also you have to know that one. So boiling point directly proportional to intermolecular attractions. Again, he will come. Intermolecular attraction that depends upon dipole moment indirectly. Dipole moment. The more the polarity of the molecules, they have more dipole moment. So more boiling point also. This indicate this question is Z have higher intermolecular attraction. That is the reason low vapor pressure. This is dipole moment. So boiling point depends upon dipole moment. By looking some molecules, you may not be given here they given XYZ, but they given some molecules. Suppose XYZ indicate here SO2, CO2, like that they given here. Maybe something CO2, CS2 like that. Instead of XYZ statements, they given here SO2, CO2, CS2. Which of the following is Z indicate like that? Which one have dipole moment here? SO2. These two are non-polar. You can't expect that is. So which one have more dipole moment that indicate more boiling point also. So you may can think that one chemical bond or chemical bond in dipole moment characters also. And in gas state you have intermolecular force of attractions. That's most of the people they are neglecting because they are if people are always concentrating numericals. Okay, mostly people are concentrating numericals. But nowadays they're asking JEE mains theory questions also sufficient number they're asking theory questions. I think so you understood this question. Which of the following have higher intermolecular attractions? Z have more intermolecular attraction. That is the reason vapor pressure is less. I hope you know that one boiling point inversely proportional to vapor pressure. Inversely proportional to vapor pressure. So higher the vapor pressure, lower the boiling point, but not directly proportional. Already given that graph exponential character. Understood? So I think you understood previous case, which is the higher intermolecular force of attractions. What is the order of this one? Z is highest intermolecular force of attraction, next Y, next X order. Okay, fine. So based on this, you have some problems also. I hope you know that one. Already I told you starting only, we are going to use this formula to calculate molecular weights. Clear? Molecular weight of compounds, which is biomolecules. You can see here P naught minus PS by P naught equal to XB. You make any this is XB nothing but NB by Na plus Nb. I hope you know this is we are not going to be calculate. For dilute solutions, Na is greater than Nb. Then you make an apply here P naught minus PS by P naught equal to Nb by Na. If they mention dilute, very dilute solutions, then we can use this formula. But especially they're asking molecular weight of solutes only, molecular weight of, then you can use P naught minus PS by PS equal to Nb by Na. This is for molecular weights. Okay. In this formula, only weights they given. Are they asking anything about related to Na or Nb? Then you can use this formula, you can get accurate value without neglecting anything. You don't want neglect here. If you are using PS here, you don't want neglect. This is can apply for dilute as well as concentrated solutions. For calculating molecular weights only, keep in mind. If they're asking again P naught relative lowering vapor pressure something, you can use only this the formula again. This is you can use. We can go further. I think so here Nb is there. Nb is the solute. That solute may be polymer or any biomolecules. By using this relation, we can calculate WB by MB into MA by WA. So by using this, we can calculate. If possible, try to convert this in molality also. Case may can convert molality. NB by NA already a given derivation for you. Mole fraction and molality relation. You may can convert here molality. If they given molality, how to calculate relative lowering vapor pressure? Not only weights, how to calculate? You can do that two methods. If they given molality, then are asking relative lowering vapor pressure means you can find out mole fraction. Once you know mole fraction, again you can calculate in terms of mole fraction also. Otherwise, they are given everything related to molality only, something W grams of solute dissolve in X grams of solvent like that. Then you can use direct relation also. P naught minus PS by P naught equal to, I think NB by NA means I can write NB by WA into MA. You can use both side 1000. I hope you can get very well. So this is, sorry, no, yes, molality. You can use here molality into molecular weight by 1000. This is molality and mole fraction relation also. Sorry, molality relative lowering vapor pressure. So we can use this interrelations purpose. Clear? I think so. We are understanding. We are expecting. Let me know if you are not getting. Again, you can ask. They will give my number also. You can send any doubts, any questions. Then we will discuss. What is the next colligative property? You can do directly here. Second one, elevation in boiling point, delta TB. Delta TB equal to KB into M molality. I think so. You don't want to give any derivations. Fine. This is. I hope you know by adding non-volatile solute, vapor pressure decreases or increases. Vapor pressure P naught minus PS by P naught equal to NB. Sir, no. Into this is WA into molecular weight. This is a previous relation. So for particular solvent, molecular weight is constant. So P naught minus PS directly proportional to P naught, nothing but NB by WA. This is relative lowering vapor pressure. Clear? So that vapor pressure of the liquid also directly proportional to temperature you can take. Okay. This difference delta P, this is nothing but delta T. So delta T directly proportional to NB by WA. We keep constant here, that is KB. You can write. So I think so. You have every teacher, your teachers, maybe they given derivations. Derivations is not necessary right now. If you want derivation also, you can derive. That is very simple. That is your NCERT book also they given. KB into M. M is the molality. I hope you know already now only given NB by WA. Okay, directly proportional this is. So you make, you can write 1000 by into multiply both side 1000, I can get molality. So KB, what is the KB meaning, sir? Which constant that's we call? Abelioscopic constant. We can find out. So delta TB equal to molality and mole fraction relations already you know that one KB into, I can write here 1 minus or XB by XA into 1000 by MA. So instead of they are giving molality, they make and give mole fractions also. So by giving mole fraction, how to find out delta TB? Okay, by giving mole fractions. So there is a relation. You can write. I think so. You know that one by giving molarity also you need to find out. And molarity and mole fraction, sorry, molarity also have relations. Molarity equal to marker mass into, sorry, molarity into 1000 by density into 1000 minus molarity into gram marker weight of solute. This is solute. Keep in mind, not solvent. Okay, this is the relation. In place of m, I can use this complete formula. Be ready to solve this type of questions also. If they want to extend you little bit difficult questions, they may can include all these interrelations. So delta TB equal to KB into, we may can write this complete one, m into 1000 by density into 1000 minus m into gram marker mass. This is solute. So you may can use this formula. But still now they didn't ask. They didn't, if they're asking any advanced, then you may can utilize this. Even mains also they can ask, because till now they didn't ask based on this type of questions. By giving mole fraction, then they didn't ask any depression in freezing point or elevation in boiling points like these questions. So you can expect next. I think you understood this one. So still now I discussed 2 points, mainly relative lowering vapor pressure as well as elevation in boiling point, these two. So we can do numericals based on this by using previous questions. Okay, and after that we can see, maybe next class we can complete these concepts. It won't take too much time. And whatever they given based on these numericals also we can do. Depression in freezing point, elevation in boiling point, all the numericals. I think so already have previous questions with you. You can try. You can ask if you can see any doubts here if you have. Okay. I think so here you are noted on that point, boiling point, directly proportional intermolecular force of attractions, and that is nothing but dipole moment. Think so all these points you noted down we are expecting. Can see any one small question if is available here. Check any doubts here. Vapor pressure. I hope you got difference between relative lowering of vapor pressure as well as lowering of vapor pressure. And P naught is always greater than PS. And relative lowering vapor pressure and vapor pressure depends upon directly proportional to surface area and inversely proportional to density or molecular weight. Density or molecular weight inversely proportional to density or molecular weight. See here next. These are the colligative properties. This mainly we are using for calculating polymers or biomolecules molecular weights. Clear? This is the main thing. So total 4 colligative properties you have. That 4 only keep in mind: osmotic pressure, depression freezing point, elevation boiling point, relative lowering vapor pressure. So which is the best method to calculate biomolecules molecular weight? They won't give biomolecules, they will give some any polymer or biomolecules name. You may can remember alanine, okay, so many amino acids you have, which is you have that concept, that peptides they will give any one name, which is the best one to calculate its molecular weight. But you may not be think like that way, but they will give that one. Actual base point is this is osmotic pressure. They will give any biodegradable polymer or non-biodegradable polymer. They can ask how to calculate this molecular weight by using which property is best method. So think those things also. See, next class we can complete this chapter mostly. We are expecting with problems, relative problems. Okay. I hope you understood. You can see next class properly still more effectively with numericals. Because this theory, after completion of theory only you can do numericals. Clear? I think so starting 2 questions you understood. Molality based question. This also 2019 JEE mains question. So they given molality, sorry, mole fraction, they're asking molality, how to do. This is a relation. Make a note down, molality equal to xv by xa into 1000 by ma. Directly can use this formula. So next we given here one more question, directly calculation of molality also. Clear? Fine, all the best, be prepared. If any doubts is there, you can send, we'll discuss. Okay, right, bye.